and a hearty welcome to all present today. I welcome everyone for the celebration of 8th Foundation Day of IIM Visakhapatnam. As most of you would know, the Foundation Day of IIM Visakhapatnam falls on January 17th, and we were hoping to have an offline event this time, but just then COVID struck, so we've shifted the celebration by a few weeks. And as per the tradition of the day that we follow every year, we have an eminent speaker amongst us who has kindly agreed to deliver the Foundation Day lecture. Now, all of us, please join me in welcoming Professor DVLN Somayajulu, the chief guest for the day. Welcome, sir. Let me first start with introducing sir. Professor Somayajulu is the director of Indian Institute of Information Technology, Design and Manufacturing, Kurnool, and has 33 years of experience in teaching, research, consultancy, and outreach in the field of computer science and engineering. Prior to joining as the director of IIITDM Kurnool in February 2019, he served as the chair of METI-sponsored scheme, Electronics and ICT Academy, established at NIT Warangal during 2015 to 19. Under his chairmanship, the academy conducted various FDPs, workshops, signed various MOUs with industries and different institutions, and generated significant revenue for the institute. He was a professor of computer science and engineering at NIT Warangal during 2006 and 2015. He served various administrative positions at NIT Warangal, such as the head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dean Academic, and professor in charge of MIS. He is a member of various accreditation committees like NPIU technical committees of TechIP2 World Bank project. He is instrumental in starting BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, MTech and PhD programs at IIITDM Kurnool during 2019 and 21. Professor Somayajulu has recently also taken up the additional responsibility as the director of IIITDM Kanchipuram, and he is very enthusiastic to continue the trends set by his predecessors to make IIITDM Kanchipuram a global center of excellence. His efforts will be to improve the ranking of the institute in design-centric engineering education to make IIITDM Kanchipuram a destination for quality students and faculty to exhibit their potential. Very warm welcome to you, sir, again, and thanks a lot for accepting our invitation for the lecture. I'll now welcome our director, Professor Chandrasekhar, to talk about the event.
Yeah, thank you, Nina. Let me add my own word of welcome to Professor Somayajulu. And I also welcome all our students who may have joined this event in the webinar mode, and all other stakeholders and our well-wishers, our patrons who may have joined this event at our invitation. I extend a very warm welcome to all of them, and also I thank them for being a part of this, one of the important events of the Institute. To add to what my colleague here, Professor Nina, said about Professor Somayajulu, he also won a was voted as the best teacher at NIT Warangal in computer science and engineering. And I have the opportunity and privilege of sitting on the board of IIITDM Kurnool, and I have had the opportunity of watching him function at close quarters, and I'm always in awe of the leadership he brings to the Institute and the commitment he has for the betterment of the Institute. I'm always fond of quoting, there is from the book, a book called Joyful Living, Reflections of a Happy Soul, written by one of our board members, Professor Miss Amita Chatterjee. In that, she describes 4 qualities of a good leader. Togetherness, which means harmony, tenderness, which means humility, thoughtfulness, which means, rationality, humanism, and truthfulness, which is honesty. And Professor Somayajulu eminently personifies all these 4 T's of togetherness, tenderness, thoughtfulness, and truthfulness. And under his leadership, to add to what Professor Nina said, IIIT Kurnool today boasts of more than 3 crores of research projects granted by institutions like the Department of Science and Technology, DRDO, etc. And that goes out to prove his leadership and the talent that he has built in IIITDM Kurnool. And as I was mentioning before this event started, formally at 4:30, there are areas in which there are good opportunities for IIM Visakhapatnam and IIIT Kurnool to collaborate because they have good facilities and laboratories in smart manufacturing, additive manufacturing, and they have expertise in data analytics, graph algorithms, Internet of Things, and such other fields. So which have a lot of commonality with our POM area, our decision sciences area, and our information systems area. So I do look forward to collaborating actively with IIIT Kurnool because we already have an MOU with them. And we are going to shortly launch a postgraduate certificate program in digital leadership in smart manufacturing, which again kind of brings to fruition one of the objectives of the new education policy, National Education Policy 2020, where it encourages multidisciplinary programs and multi-institutional programs in a collaborative way. I would also like to add that under Professor Somayajulu's leadership, they have now a Samsung Innovation Campus. Samsung has funded laboratory facilities at IIIT Kurnool, which are basically intended to train students in, make them industry ready, help them develop skills and gain industry exposure. And again, as a very young institution, it is very creditworthy that IIIT Kurnool has attracted the attention of a global giant like Samsung, and Samsung has chosen to invest a huge amount of money in IIIT Kurnool to build their facilities and advance their expertise. Again, because these facilities will essentially be in AI, ML, data science, and other related technology areas, I do foresee a lot of scope for our 2 institutions to collaborate. Let me add a couple of words about our own, because many students, I'm sure, would be part of this event. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate, first of all the PGP2s who have, put in fantastic performance in the placements and have broken all the previous records as far as the success and the placement packages are concerned. They have done exceedingly well, both in their academics and as a result of it in the placements that have followed. And we are very proud of the graduating batch for their performance. Secondly, if students are all listening, particularly the PGP ones, we are, thanks to Shamim, who is sitting here, who is the chair of our entrepreneurship development, we are the only IIM to have a board-approved startup and innovation policy with allocation of 1% of our expenditure budget towards what we call as an innovation fund. So this should encourage students to venture into entrepreneurship because we have, as a part of this fund, the facility to extend seed funding, prototype grants, etc. So I urge all the PGP1 students who are entrepreneurially oriented to make best use of this policy that the Institute has put in place with the approval of the board, and then kind of chart a career for themselves in the entrepreneurship. Of course, the policy itself has been notified by the PGP office, and for any details, I'm sure Shamim and his colleagues in the IIMV field, the Section 8 company that we have, which is the implementing agency for this policy, they are always available for help. The second development which has come about in the recent past is again thanks to one of our colleagues here, Amit Chakraborty. He is not here because he is conducting a program, management development program for Indian Oil Corporation. At his initiative, now we are a member of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network. And thus, as a member, we have a lot of access to their resources. There are consulting and training opportunities, and to tap into the talent that the network boasts of. So again, this is one opportunity which this institute has, which it looks forward to leveraging in a fuller sense. Lastly, again, for the benefit of all of us who are part of this event, and especially students, I would like to share that the campus construction is progressing at a very brisk pace. And hopefully by May or so, or end of May, when we hope to have the convocation in the physical mode, because we need to have both the PGP and the evening MBA program also conclude by then. And so when we have the convocation, we do look forward to having the convocation in our permanent campus, and you know, the what we call as the central plaza, which is getting ready. It'll be a very memorable event if we could have that there. So I do look forward to all the students coming to the campus and spending some time on the permanent campus when they come for the convocation function. So I once again want to thank Professor Somayajulu for, I rather gave him a very short notice, but despite that, given his kindness, he has readily accepted my invitation. And we do look forward to a very exciting, kind of engaging talk from you, sir. And over to Nina.
So yeah, I would now request Professor Somayajulu to give his address for the event.
Respected Director of IIM Visakhapatnam, Professor Chandrasekhar Garu, members of the board, heads of the departments, faculty of IIM Visakhapatnam, my dear students, alumni of IIM Visakhapatnam, other invitees, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. At the outset, I thank the organizers for inviting me to associate with the 8th Foundation Day celebrations of IIM Visakhapatnam. I will start my address with a popular quote given by Swami Vivekananda. In a conflict between the heart and the mind, always follow your heart, because that's the crucible of your conscience. That's the one that drives virtues and values and morals and ethics. This is highly required to be followed by all of us in the present day scenarios. I am indeed delighted to deliver the Foundation Day lecture on this auspicious 8th Foundation Day of IIM Visakhapatnam. My greetings to the chairman and the members of the board, Director Professor Chandrasekhar, learned faculty members, staff, and especially the students present here and already working in the corporate world. A management refers to the process through which the organization organizes and distributes its available resources efficiently and effectively to meet the set objectives and goals. A management system is deemed effective if it efficiently leads, controls, plans, and monitors all the activities and the resources of that given organization. Managers are the people tasked with the role of marshalling the human resource in the organization for its growth and expansion. Their role is crucial, and they must possess exemplary leadership skills to fulfill these tasks. Leadership, on the other hand, often refers to the process through which one person uses the help and support of others towards achieving a particular goal or task. Being a good leader and at the same time a good manager is an art that cannot be mastered by many. However, in today's dynamic business environment, it pays to know that both leadership and management are essential to the smooth running of any organization. This can be attributed to the fact that some concepts in management can be applied in leadership and vice versa in the process of running the organization. Some of the similar aspects between these two concepts include, but are not limited to, their joint input in motivating employees, decision-making process, and a focus on the success of business. In my opinion, IIM Visakhapatnam is lucky to have a good leader, Professor Chandrasekhar, and committed faculty. Due to this reason, there is a tremendous development happened in the last 8 years at IIM Visakhapatnam. We celebrate Foundation Day to provide a recurring moment, memory, and imagination. This is a day about awareness of historical realities, present realities, and imaginative considering of our future. Foundation Day also calls us to acknowledge, critique, and celebrate the foundation being made in our time. Foundation Day is a prompt to us to imagine and creatively envision a future that represents fidelity to our heritage. At the same time, seeking to achieve balance as we grasp emerging new insights, possibilities, and technologies that will help us to care for those we serve. Foundation Day is an occasion to remember, acknowledge on our own moment in history and envision the future with the hope and fidelity. It's important to celebrate the successes, feel happy about them, but it's equally important to look forward to the next big and mega success. I came to know that over past 8 years, the Institute has considerably expanded its activity profile in a scale, scope, spread, and specialization. It enjoys today a distinctive place in the country of IIMs with several first mover advantages. IIM Visakhapatnam is one of the 9 IIMs chosen to conduct the 2-year Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship Program under the aegis of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Cell, Government of India. It is noteworthy to mention that IIM Visakhapatnam is one of the few IIMs to have dedicated incubator IIMV field foundation for incubation, entrepreneurial learning, and its development, a Section 8 not-for-profit company. While referring to NEP 2020, as already mentioned by Professor Chandrasekhar, Clause 23.1 emphasizes the importance of the role of education to support the transformation of the entire nation into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. It is highly appreciable that IIM Visakhapatnam at its level is contributing to this by providing knowledge to the learning communities through postgraduate program, DGM programs, and newly conceptualized digital leadership in smart manufacturing program. While referring to the National Innovation and Startup Policy 2019 for students and faculty of higher education institutions, the framework of this policy is enabling institutes to actively engage students, faculties, and staff in innovation and entrepreneurship related activities. Honorable Prime Minister, in a virtual gathering of more than 150 entrepreneurs, startup companies, has mentioned that startups are going to be the backbone of New India. When India completes 100 years of independence, startups will have an important role in, and countries' innovators are making the countries proud globally. 16th January of every year from now will be celebrated as National Startup Day. I must congratulate IIM Visakhapatnam for its continuous efforts under the able leadership of its Director, Professor Chandrasekhar, for creating entrepreneurs from MBAs and even women from all sectors of the society with the allocation of 1% of the expenditure budget towards an innovation fund. To encourage students to venture into the entrepreneurship and provide them seed funding, prototype grants, etc. The principles for responsible management education is a United Nations supported initiative founded in 2007. PRME equips today's business students with the understanding and ability to deliver change tomorrow. According to Mr. Antonio Guterres, United Nations Secretary General, the PRME initiative was launched to nurture responsible leaders for the future. Never has the task been more important. Bold leadership and innovative thinking are needed to achieve the sustainable development goals. It is proud to say that IIM Visakhapatnam has already become signatory of PRME. Also, IIM Visakhapatnam is offering sustainability and circular economy related courses in programs of importance. I'm feeling short of words to describe the achievements of IIM Visakhapatnam the last 5 years. Friends, I'm looking into a frame with about 30 professors and around 400 students headed by our beloved director. It is simply a place of creativity and learning. How is it possible? It is because our profession, under the able leadership of director, who is also a professor, are delivering the classic content, which is an outcome of their relentless research, consultancy, and training with an innovative pedagogy that is paving ways for you to travel in the growth paths, building a sound research and teaching ecosystem. Above all, I'm able to see an environment here in which there is nothing like a good student, average student, or poor student. The learner-centric teaching learning process is involved in guiding and generating students who perform the best. This has been proven with the placement record of the institute in terms of 100% placements with industry-renowned organizations waiting to recruit MBA graduates. On one hand, you will be entering a world of countless opportunities. On the other hand, you will have to overcome challenges you never expected would come your way. My dear students, please ensure that you are open to learn new things and look at things with different perspectives. Develop teamwork skills that will help you in the professional world. You will need to adjust new situations and interact with new people. To overcome this challenge, the best thing to do is familiarize yourself with the new environment. While socializing and networking are two sides of the same coin, there is a fine line between the two. It is important to socialize with your peers, as they will be the ones who will help you get a better perspective of things, while networking skills is crucial because it will help build your professional network and boost your career. I congratulate all the students who are already placed and wish you a great success in their future endeavors. The upcoming modern Griha 5-star rated permanent campus, expected to be ready in about a year, will be a landmark. BALA. BALA stands for here, Building as Learning Aid. You will have the opportunity of enjoying the clean and green campus during your second year at the institute. It is also important to acknowledge the support and dedication of the employees for the relentless effort and contributions for the institute progress and achievements. A true leader must have two qualities: no past to hide and no personal expectations from the future. True leaders know who they are and what they stand for. They know their values and the rules they will abide by, regardless of the circumstances they face. True leaders are able to say, do as I do, rather than just do as I say, because they lead by example. Proudly, I can say that IIM Visakhapatnam as that kind of true leader under whose guidance the institute is scaling its heights. Wholeheartedly, I congratulate Professor M. Chandrasekhar Ji, Director of IIM Visakhapatnam, and also our board member of IIITDM Kurnool, for building a sound research and teaching ecosystem and leading the institute in the success path, in which is hand-holding to the institute is resulting commendable results. If you have faith, hope, and belief that things will change and go through the grind to achieve the purpose, the larger plan will eventually take shape. So you fail, you must fail many times. And while you fail, people will ask you to quit. Have faith and keep at it. You must develop ability to face risk, which is significantly better than trying to avoid failures. I stress upon here to all that do what you love. When one does not traverse the path taken by everyone else and does what he enjoys and has his heart in, will he be able to write his own definition and success for others to follow. I wish to mention here that success is a state of being, not just a destination. It is our inner vibration, the frequency we are set to, that delivers not only physical success, but more importantly, internal success. Our thoughts, beliefs, focus, and perspective is everything. If our inner wiring is not set to experience success, we will always feel unsatisfied and bored, no matter how much wealth and status we accumulate. I wish that IIM Visakhapatnam family to contribute and move up to the growth paths and achieve true success forever. These success stories will be remembered by all on every foundation day in future. I believe that with all your unconditional support to the institute, IIM will be an iconic institute today. As the curtains were drawn on the Foundation Day celebrations, the sense of achievement, teamwork, and commitment went up several notches up in all your hearts. I thank Professor Chandrasekhar Ji for this great moment to share my thoughts and good wishes for all of you for a great future. Before end, I would like to conclude with a quote. Every successful person has a painful story. Every painful story has a successful ending. So accept the pain and get ready for success. Jai Hind.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the very insightful talk. And thank you for reminding us that the Foundation Day is not only for celebration, but also for critiquing ourselves and seeing whether what we are doing is right or not. Thank you so much. I will now ask, I'll now request our Director, Professor Chandrasekhar, to present a memento to
This is our institute memento. I request you, Professor Somayajulu, to accept this.
Okay.
And we'll have it sent over to your office.
Thank you.
This is our IIM memento. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Finally, I will request Professor Sharma to give his concluding remarks and vote of thanks.
Om Sabhaye Namaha. Thank you, Professor Nina. Respected Director, sir, I am Visakhapatnam. Professor Somayajulu Garu, Director, IIITDM K and K, Kanjipuram and Kurnool. And our admin coordinator at coordinator, Professor Nina Ji. Respected faculty colleagues on the screen. And officers, heads, and staff, and my dear students. Just to conclude, thank you very much, Professor Somayajulu Garu, for the inspiring message, which has a guiding principle, not only one, but in multiples. Number one, to all of us, not only for the students, you mentioned that open to learn new things, to looking at things with different perspectives. Great. The third one is familiarizing with the new environment. So it's a great message to not only students, sir, it also applicable to all of us here who are listening and who are seeing. It is sure for sir that our students and all the family members of IIM Visakhapatnam will try to implement in our futuristic endeavors. And we always remember your quote that every successful person has a painful story, and every painful story is having a successful ending. So we try to accept the pain and get ready for the success. Thank you, sir. Now, it's indeed a great honor to propose vote of thanks on this kind of an auspicious occasion. On behalf of the IIM family, sir, we express our heartfelt gratitude to you, Professor Somayajulu garu, for your time and wisdom of words and an eye-opener. Through your talk, we had a lot of inspiration. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We express our heartfelt thanks to our beloved director, Professor Chandrasekhar ji, for all of your suggestions and guidance, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much to all the faculty colleagues for their gracious presence and support. Heartfelt thanks to all the officers, heads, staff who have contributed directly or indirectly to the success of this function. A special thanks to IT team sitting here, monitoring and controlling the IT backbone system with which the event has become a success. Words falling shorter to express our thanks to all my dearest students who are all our brand ambassadors to the corporate world and are present today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you all, sir. Thank you.
To all the faculty who are at the institute, you are invited for the refreshment. And for Professor Somayajulu, we will be very happy to host you whenever next you are in Visakhapatnam.
Okay, no, I am a native of Visakhapatnam. I visited many times to your institution, right? And I saw the campus construction. In fact, Professor Chandrasekhar has directed the project engineer to show each and every aspect of the building. So I'm happy to visit again. Whenever I get an opportunity, I will come.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And close.
Yes. So yeah, we close the meeting today. Thank you everyone for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.